Good evening, I'm Sumona Sinha. Welcome to Radio Bharati. Let's begin with the top news updates of the day. The headlines. President Draupadi Murmu to address joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in Parliament today. CBI team reaches Hazaribagh in Jharkhand to investigate NEET paper leak case. Hunar Indian folk art and tribal art exhibition opens in Dubai. Bolivian armed forces withdraw armored vehicles and troops from Presidential Palace in La Paz. Ministry of Corporate Affairs refutes recent news reports on Byju's. Oil prices approach 2 months high. South Africa beats Afghanistan by 9 wickets in first semi-final at Trinidad. Indian duo Priyanshu Rajawat and Malvika Bansod reach pre-quarters at US Open Badminton in Texas. Now news in brief. President Draupadi Murmu will address the joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in the Parliament today. Following the President's address, a motion of thanks will be moved in both the houses of Parliament, which will be discussed by the members. The first session of the 18th Lok Sabha began last Monday and the Rajya Sabha session will begin today. A team of CBI reached Oasis School in Hazaribagh, Jharkhand yesterday to investigate the NEET paper leak case. The CBI sleuths interrogated the principal of the school about various aspects related to the paper leak. After that, the CBI took the principal with them for further questioning. The principal was the city coordinator of schools of Hazaribagh for the NEET examination. The CBI team also quizzed the officials of SBI Hazaribagh where the question papers were stored. The Dubai Art Center, one of the city's oldest art institutions, is currently hosting the Hunar exhibition, a captivating display of Indian folk and tribal art. The exhibition highlights the rich cultural heritage of India's folk and tribal art forms. In Bolivia, armored vehicles and troops of the Bolivian armed forces pulled back from the presidential palace in La Paz hours after an attempted coup last evening. Bolivian police arrested the rebel military commander General Juan Jose Zuniga, who led the failed coup attempt. Bolivian President Luis Arce condemned the coup attempt and called on citizens to mobilize and defend democracy. He also named a new army commander who ordered troops to withdraw. Ministry of Corporate Affairs has refuted recent reports claiming that Byju's has been cleared of financial fraud in an ongoing investigation by it. The ministry categorically clarified that such reports are factually incorrect and misleading. It said the proceedings initiated by it under the Companies Act are still ongoing and no final conclusion should be drawn in this matter at this stage. Oil prices inched up today, nearing the highest level in almost 2 months, driven by forecasts for an eventual inventory drawdown during the third quarter peak summer demand season and geopolitical risks from the Middle East conflict. In the ICC Men's T20 World Cup cricket, South Africa thrashed Afghanistan by 9 wickets. In the first semi-final at the Brian Lara Stadium in Trinidad this morning, South Africa overhauled the pretty target of 57 in just 8.4 overs. Proteas scored 60 for the loss of the 1 wicket. In badminton, India's Priyanshu Rajawat and Malvika Bansod have advanced to the pre-quarters of the US Open Badminton in Texas last night. Rajawat defeated Jan Loud of Czech Republic 21-16 to 21-16 in the men's singles round of 32. He will take an Huang Yu Kai of Taiwan in the pre-quarters tonight, while in women's single first round, Malvika beat Kristin Kuba of Estonia by 21-14 and 21-15 in straight sets. She will face Teresa Swabivikova of Czech Republic in pre-quarters. That's all for the day. For more such updates, stay tuned to Radio Bharati. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.